And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Time for some AAA baseball in the Pacific Coast League. It's the Oklahoma City Comets and the Sugarland Space Cowboys. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Jason Alexander. Base runner's tough to come by with this arm on the mound. You can see from the stats that he's been death on lefty batters this season. Maybe they have a tough time picking the ball up out of his hand, but whatever it is, he's really limited them. It's an impressive stat, something he can build upon as he develops. All right, ready to get this one started. And here at the plate, Chucky Robinson. And we are underway. Right side, hard hit. Takes it to the bag at first. One down. Now the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. Espinal hitting second in the lineup, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. One out and the base is empty. Fly ball, right field. Strom settles underneath it, and a couple of quick outs. And now the right fielder, James Tibbs III.
James Tibbs III.
This one is labeled. That one hops the wall. In at second with a 2-out double.
Batting fourth, the left fielder,
Ryan Ward now at the plate. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. Right side, Matthews. Play made, that ends the inning. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Taylor Trammell.
Circle change. Low inside.
The next offering misses. Now 2-0.
Middle outside.
Up the middle. That one finds its way through. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. He turns and heads for second. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first. That was a clear advantage count. No surprise we saw something hittable. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. CJ Alexander now at the plate and swings through strike one. Ground ball, right side. And it goes just foul. Gets a piece, stays alive. Seemed to be sitting on the fastball there. Good job to adjust and fight off the breaking ball. Knocks that one away and we'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss for the K. Not what the offense was looking for after a leadoff double. The strikeout and one away now. Shea Whitcomb stands in now and watches strike one. Trammell, the runner at second, one away. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Just missed. What a take with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That fastball was very hittable, but the swing just a touch too early. Pitcher needs to adjust. That one missed.
Four-seam fastball, high inside.
Struck out swinging. Back-to-back Ks.
batting fourth.
And next, the cleanup hitter, Joseph Sullivan.
Ball inside.
Runner at second, 2 down.
No, that's a ball.
Circle change. Middle center.
That one misses.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
And there's the automatic take to make it 3-1. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go. Maybe to get there with plenty of time. Inning over. The Comets at the plate here in the second inning.
The designated hitter, Captain Hura.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. This one to right. And it's just foul. That was very nearly an extra base knock. Swing and a miss, that's a K. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Nobody on with one out. Here's the center fielder, Matt Gorski.
Nope, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 pitch. On the ground,
Foul ball.
and foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Comes up empty, strike 2. And this one right back to the mound. And plenty of time to first. Nobody on and 2 outs. Josue De Paula, the next to hit. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 of 5 in that one. And that drops in for a strike. Second inning, no score thus far. Now a high fly ball to left center. And that's the end of the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Matthews.
Matthew.
Circle change. Low middle.
Smash to left field, but snagged for the out. Bases empty, 1 away. Garrett Guillemette digs in now. Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Blasted to left, way back and way gone. An absolutely titanic shot. And just like that, they're out in front. It's 1-0. Some homers just sound different, and that's a prime example right there. That baseball was wrecked. 1 down. Next up, Tommy Sacco Jr. Just
No,
missed.
that's a ball.
Curveball. Low middle.
That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Low outside.
And that's a strike.
2-seam fastball. High outside.
Line, and that's a base knock. And that one's getting into the corner. The throw to second. And into second with 1 away. That's a double. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Did well to see that fastball off the outside edge and go with it, punching it to the opposite field. And that one hit 97 on the gun. 2 straight pitches down in the zone to get ahead. Now he can attack the rest of this AB in a lot of ways. Couldn't hold back, run up on strikes. And now the first baseman, Jack Winkler. And he has struggled this year. Some trouble with this one behind the plate.
Two-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Runner at second with 2 down.
Ball.
I think the pitcher has to go right at this hitter. He can't afford to let this lineup turn over. He needs to get that 3rd out right here.
4-seam fastball.
That one's in there.
4-seam
Strike 1.
fastball. Low inside.
Keeps the AB going with the foul ball.
4-seam fastball.
2 outs and a runner in scoring position. And ball
Take it,
4,
mate.
2 aboard.
Now back.
To the top of the order we go. Taylor Trammell getting ready to hit. Cracked a double the first time at bat. After walking the last hitter, he just reached back for some extra velocity and pumped that fastball by for a strike. That's a good way to reset after giving up the free pass.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
They limit the damage here. Top half, third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Taylor Young.
Taylor Young.
Ground ball, right side. That one will find its way through. And the leadoff hitter aboard. That at-bat was over in the blink of an eye. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Next up for the Comets, Noah Miller. Line drive. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Back-to-back base hits. That's a swing I'm sure he'll want to come back to in the video room and try to replicate consistently. Great rip to the opposite field for a hit. That one ripped into right center. And it one-hops the wall. Runner around third. Scores easily. Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Here's the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. Ground ball up the middle. One away, run comes in to score. Now it's the right fielder, James Tibbs III. 0 for 4 in the win last night. On the ground, right side, Matthews. Runner scores, though. That's a little insurance. The lead is now 2. So 2 out. Here's the left fielder, Ryan Ward. 0 for 1. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. And it's a 2-out double. Clearly was planning to swing at the first pitch. Aggressive approach. Bit risky from the pitcher with that inside breaking ball to the opposite-handed hitter. A lot of time to see the spin and get the hands inside to hammer it like that. Ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. All set for the bottom of the third. Now at the dish, C.J. Alexander.
Circle change. Low inside.
And that drops in for a strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. And here's the 0-2. In the air to left. One away. One out and the bases are empty. And now the DH, Shea Whitcomb. Went down on strikes the first time through. Slider misses away.
Circle change. Low middle.
And that's in for a strike.
Low outside.
Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. That's a pretty nice play there. Bases are empty with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Joseph Sullivan, rolled out to second in the first AB. This one chopped on the ground. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. Gets on base and keeps it going. The throw in to second, not going to get him. He's in there. And that one must feel a little extra special given his struggles over the last 10 games or so. And he showed a nice up-the-middle approach on that hit, something you always like to see from a minor league hitter. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And swing and a miss. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Welcome back to Sugarland, top of the 4th inning. And here is Matt Gorski. This one is labeled. Should be extra bases here. Around first, hustling for 2. That's a leadoff double. Everything came together on that swing. Gap shots like that one are a really good indicator that a hitter is doing the little things right. Just trying to hit the ball hard with enough of a launch angle to get it over the infield, but not so high that it's a lazy fly ball to the outfield. Nice cut. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Gorski leading off second with nobody out. Drive along the left field line, and foul ball. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a rocket down the line. And it one-hops the wall. Here's the throw. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. Picks himself up an RBI. That's some textbook batting. Found a pitch in the heart of the zone, held back just a hair longer, and then he stepped through it and ripped it the opposite way. And now at the plate, Taylor Young. No outs and a runner on second. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Hard liner. Can't get there, and it deflects away. Runners at the corners now. Nobody out. And that makes it 3 hits in a row for this liner. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. And the next batter, Noah Miller. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Not in time. Safe. Tallies a run and earns the RBI. Nice job to tie him up with the ins. So they turn things over to the righty, Alex Santos. Just trying to keep them in it here. Here's the catcher, Chucky Robinson. 1 for 2. 0-1. Lifted in the air to right center. And there's one down. 1 out and 2 on. Digging in for the Comets, Santiago Espinal. In the air, right field. And it falls! And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out. No time wasted here. Good fundamental hitting on the pitch away. Step through it and poke it to the opposite field. He showed a nice approach there. And now, James Tibbs III. And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter. Now this is lifted to center. Sullivan under it. Gets there. Got it. Both runners tagging from second and third. Runner from third in to score. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Ryan Ward. A laser into the outfield. Makes the catch. Inning over. Welcome back. The Space Cowboys at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. The 2024 Space Cowboys were an absolute wagon, winning 93 games in the regular season and taking the PCL and AAA titles. They had 3 players hit 24 or more homers each. That is major pop in the minors.
Two-seam fastball. Low inside.
Pop-up, foul on the right side. And there's one away. Nobody on with one out. Next to hit, Tommy Sacco Jr. And a strike burns through at triple digits.
Middle outside. Curveball. Low middle.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's down and away.
Circle change. Low outside.
Ground ball to third base. Throws to first. 2 outs already in the home fourth. 2 down now. Now, Kellen Strong struck out swinging in the first AB. Late on that fastball. It's been a good outing so far on the hill, but he's not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. If he doesn't get a little more efficient, things could go south. And he goes down on strikes. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. We're in the top half of the 5th. And now the DH, Keston Hiura.
Keston Hiura.
The 0-1 offering. Great grab on the dive. Nicely done for the out.
Now that.
Gotta love the diving stop after a great initial reaction. What a play. Bases empty, 1 away. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Matt Gorski. Swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. 2 straight swings to start this AB, and he'll need to show more discipline if he doesn't want to whiff. In the air to the right. That's out number 2. 2 down now. Josue De Paula will hit next.
Josue De Paula.
Up the middle, and it gets through. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't exactly square it up, but that's a good approach paying off. On the ground, Matthews. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Bottom of the inning, leading off, Jack Winkler. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. Skies it out towards left center. And there's 1 down. We head back to the top of the lineup. Now at the plate, Taylor Trammell.
Great, woo!
That's to third. Whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2 away here, nobody on. Now the third baseman, C.J. Alexander. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
Middle outside. Circle change. Low outside. 4-seam fastball. High outside.
2 outs and nobody aboard. Fly ball down the line. That is the inning. Top of the 6th, digging in for the Comets, Noah Miller. Line drive to left field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Seeing the ball very well in this game. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. And now it's going to be Chucky Robinson. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Liner snagged at first. Dives for the bag. Out. Double play. Bases are empty with 2 away. Now a chance for Santiago Espinal. 1 for 3. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And the 0-1 now. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. 0-2, rocks and fires. In the air to left center. Can't get there, and it's a base hit. And that extends the inning. Up against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. That base hit came down in no man's land, and that's a play where defensively you need to be communicating loud and clear. That's the only chance you'll have to make a play on it. And now, James Tibbs III. The 0-1. Tapped in front of the plate. The flip, they get the out. A beautiful play to end the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Shane Whitcomb.
Low inside.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Nope, that's away.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. He showed good patience and discipline in working the count, and it paid dividends. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. Digging in, Joseph Sullivan. That one kicks away from the catcher. Whitcomb moves into scoring position on a wild pitch, and that erases the double play possibility.
Two-seam fastball. Middle outside.
And the 1-1. And a strike. Good fastball, 98 miles an hour. On the ground, out to short. And there's one down. So digging in, Bryce Matthews. In there for strike one. Matthews thought that pitch missed, and here comes a challenge. And the strike is overturned following the review. So they still have both challenges. That ABS review sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, innovating vision care since 1887 in Jericho, New York. Try their new daily contact lenses that fully dissolve after 24 hours with a 99% success rate. In the air to left. But it's just foul. One out with a runner at second. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. At the plate, Garrett Guillemette. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Blake Trinan. A runner on second to deal with.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Ball.
Sinker. Low inside.
And swing and miss.
Sweeper.
What a sinker he's got. Tons of dive on that pitch. Usually a sinker is designed to get ground outs, but he gets batters to swing and miss at it. And that one is foul. We'll try again.
Middle inside.
Man at second with 2 down. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Low middle.
Got the batter swinging. Back-to-back Ks. Top of the 7th here. Ryan Ward now at the plate.
Left fielder, Ryan Ward.
Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Bases empty, 1 away. Next to hit, Keston Hiura. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Hacks and misses, got a chase swing. Hammer to left, and they're going to keep growing this lead. That one is gone. And they add to the lead. It's 7-1. You knew right off the bat that ball was headed out of here. What a rocket. He got to 0-2, but then left that last one in a hittable location. Props to the hitter. He got good pitch recognition and sent that one out. 1 down. And now, Matt Gorski.
Hey!
Comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
And that's a 1-out single. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pure hitting right there. He got the front foot down right on time, kept the hands inside the ball, and squared it up beautifully for a line drive base hit. De Paula, the batter now, whiffs for strike 1. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. Runner holds up at second, 2 aboard now. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Might have wanted more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. Now up, Taylor Young. Swings through that high fastball. Grounder up the middle. Nice stop. Flips to second. That's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead stretches to 7-1. Hope you had a good stretch at home. Set for the last half of the 7th. Tommy Sacco Jr. digs in now. That's in for a strike. Trinan, a former All-Star, 37 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011. That one misses. Ball 1.
Low middle.
Bash down the right side, but foul.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
And now it's even up.
Sweeper. Low middle.
Battling here, fouls it away.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
2-2 now. Swing and a miss. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Right fielder, Kellen.
1 out and the bases are empty. Kellen Strong, the next to hit. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
No,
With a
that's
6-run
ball.
lead, no reason to be too fine with him here. You have to attack hitters in this spot. Swing and a rocket.
That one is gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 7-2.
I don't think he got all of that one, but it had the right stuff to make it out of here for a homer. I'm sure he'll be just fine with that one. One down. And here's the first baseman, Jack Winkler. Swings through that one for strike one. This one in the air to right. Tibbs moving under and makes the catch. Taylor Trammell will hit next. Two away, base is empty, but one run so far this inning. Here in the bottom of the seventh, just past the stretch. Fires over to first, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth, Lance McCullers Jr. Some serious action on his slider, a lot of spin rate and a lot of break. You think you know where it's going to be, and then it zags on it. Ground ball up the middle through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next, Chucky Robinson. On 0-1, the delivery. Swing and a miss. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Nobody out and a runner at first. And 2 and the delivery. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out.
The batter, the third baseman, number
Stepping
4,
to the plate for
Santiago
Oklahoma City, Santiago Espinal. Not close with that one, but still chase. That's a strike. Into center. Sullivan settles under. Gets there. Got it. The way he's swinging the bat in this one, that pitcher is lucky he didn't send that one to the next county. That was a hanger for sure. Line to left. Fair ball. Coming around third. Crosses the plate. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Comes through with the RBI. Well, he was a touch behind on that swing, but strong wrists and a good job of getting on plane meant he could make good contact and shoot it down the left field line. And now, Ryan Ward. Second and third, one away. And we're in the top of the eighth. And 2, here's the pitch. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Hard ground ball, base hit. One run comes across. Another scores. 2 runs come in on the play. And it's now 10-2. Nicely done. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan Weiss. Struggles this year with handing out free bases. Got to limit the walks. Next up for the Comets, Keston Hiura. He's already homered in this ball game. Hit on the ground to the right side. It's through for a hit. And they hold the runner at second. Back-to-back singles, passing the baton. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. Now at the dish, Matt Gorski. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. One out, runners at first and second. Oh, and 2 now. This to third. To second for 1.
Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Paul Gervais has a nice lead to work with. Alexander leading things off and takes a strike.
Low inside.
Line drive, short hop to third. On to first. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. Bases empty, 1 away. And here is Shea Whitcomb.
High outside.
And fires in a heater at 95.
Outside.
And very quickly, it's 0-2 to the DH. He didn't like either of the first 2 he saw, and now he has to battle down 0-2.
Low outside.
Got it.
Hey!
And there's 2 away.
Now batting.
Nobody on and 2 outs. Next up, Joseph Sullivan.
Two-seam fastball. Low inside.
In for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Low inside.
And that keeps the inning alive. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Matthews. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's the challenge. And that was about as close as it gets, but it was a ball after all. They'll keep both their challenges.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Here comes the 1-0.
Oh,
After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing.
Four-seam fastball.
Sullivan, the runner at first with 2 out. Next pitch, in for a strike. Obviously taking all the way on 3-0 because that
Take it
was
back.
right down Main Street. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Next up for the Space Cowboys, Garrett Guillemette. He's already gone yard in this game. Foul ball there.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Crushes this one to left and forget about it. That is a no doubt home run. A towering blast. 6th homer of the season. His 2nd of the night. And they slice into that lead. It's 10-5. That ball was gone as soon as it left the bat. He absolutely smoked it. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Tommy Sacco Jr. Pitch misses inside.
That's inside.
Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
nope.
Just a
Ball 2.
rough inning, but you can see this pitcher trying to power through it and spare the rest of the bullpen.
Ball
That
3.
misses the zone, and it's 3-0. Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone, and the count's full. Hard hit left side. Inning over, but the damage certainly done. We go to the 9th. Josue De Paula getting ready to hit. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup. And you have to think the manager is pleased with that. Swings and misses. 0-1. And fires in a heater at 95. That's a mistake letting that fastball go down the pipe. He's got to recover quickly if he wants to get something out of this AB. And here's the 0-2. Good eye there. And a challenge from behind the dish. On the ground, right side. And that's an out. Bases empty, one away. Digging in for the Comets, Taylor Young. Swing and a miss. That one missed by a ton. Tough to do damage on pitches that far out of the zone. Lifted in the air, right field. Strom under it. And makes the catch. 2 down now. And now the shortstop, Noah Miller. 4 for 4 with 4 singles so far. Just missed. And that's off the inside edge. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out. So a runner aboard, and here's the catcher, Chucky Robinson. And a strike as it catches the outside edge. That one to first. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. Last chance for the home team. Kellen Strong now at the plate.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
That one in the air to center field. Gorski should have this one. 1 up, 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Jack Winkler.
Middle inside.
Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic
Four-seam
ball.
fastball. High inside.
Next pitch, in for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic
Four-seam
ball.
fastball.
Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, 1 out.
Changeup. Low middle.
Liner, base hit. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Chance at a triple. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor.
Four-seam
Runner at third with 1 gone in the inning.
Middle inside.
Taylor Trammell digs in now.
Strike, woo!
Changeup. Low inside. Four-seam
1 away
fastball.
with a runner at third.
Inside.
We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. In the air to left center. Looks like extra bases. 1 run is in. That skips over the fence. It's an automatic double. Seeing some good swings from them right now with consecutive extra base hits. This next at bat looms very large. Alexander in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Low middle.
Close, doesn't get the call. And he's showing some frustration on the mound. This relief appearance could spiral on him. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Oh, he demolished it, soaring out towards right field, and this ball is way gone. That was certainly a moonshot. 9th homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 10-8. To my eye, he looks really comfortable hitting recently. Seeing the ball well, looks confident, and he is punishing it. So they turn to their closer, Edgardo Henriquez, on to try and lock this thing up. The batter now, Shea Whitcomb. Out towards left center. Ward moving under this one. Gets there. Got it. So down to their final out of this one. Sullivan in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Some serious velocity coming out of the pen, clearly. Right through there for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Henriquez is just 1 strike away. It's ball 1. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with a high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Tries to check the swing, now we look to third. No swing, says Patrick Johnson. Swing and a miss. And this game is over. Oklahoma City slugged their way to a win in this one. And this one ends the final 10-8. On behalf of our excellent crew, thanks for joining us for this broadcast of Minor League Baseball on the Show. I'm Ben Gelman, and we'll see you next time.